should come up with a different title for this stream. But anyways, some reason my controller is not working. Okay, I guess my controller decides to not work today. Let me just check something. Okay, are you not working? Okay, let's get started again. Second attempt. Let's go. Anyways, hello, Kenny. How's it going? Okay. You know, I was reading a web novel. Okay, I've been reading a web novel for like quite a while. Just this web novel I've been reading. I'm repeating myself here, but let me just start off.
Vice, you dumbass!
I've been reading there's a web novel I've been reading for like at least 2 or 3 years at this point.
Maybe I'll put you in the goddamn furnace. How can someone with such a big smart brain get hypnotized like a little bitch, huh?
I'm doing alright, but 2 or 3 years. I think it's 2 years actually. This web novel. It's about mystery, mainly mystery. Mystery about like, okay, a bunch of people go. Okay, it starts off simple. Okay, because there's some. I think it's 2 years actually. Chapter updates are slow. Okay. Chapter updates are slow. It's still ongoing. It's getting relatively quickly now. I was on hiatus for like a tiny bit, you know. Most of these chapters are long. But anyways, basically a bunch of, let's say, a bunch of, intellectual scientists. Oh, okay. Let me give you a background of the setting actually. I think I mentioned this ages ago, but I would describe the setting as esoteric, fantastical sci-fi, where people are trying to find ways to live longer in their very, very long lives of 135 or more. I thought the story was about immortality at the beginning, since if you go to a lab, a secret organization of people who want to find a way to live forever into their little underground base where people start to die, and who done it, who are killing these people. That was the start of the story, but there's some reality bending aspects of it that peeks through at the beginning of the story. And on the newest chapter, there's a character that I really dislike that just made an appearance. There's supposed to be like a godly being. Okay, this character, I don't mind assholes, but this character feels completely different when it comes to the tone of the whole story. And it's like, okay, random character. Okay, this character's been foreshadowed a little bit, but no, the character has been foreshadowed. I was expecting the appearance from this entity that's supposed to be like entropy or something, but this character doesn't explain shit. Add like an ass. I'm usually fine with that, and the character feels like it feels like a character from a different story just came out of nowhere. Like I suspend my okay. It's a reality bending character changes the format of the story for like a little bit to like Q&A, how you see those interviews, like interviewee's name and blah blah blah. Changes the format of the story for that segment. Real quick. I cannot roll around in the speed of sound there as the audio stutters. Oh yeah, the character has been foreshadowed, but I wasn't expecting this. They had segments where they break the fourth wall, like a little bit, The author read Human Echo, the visual novel, so I was like, I get what they're trying to do. I knew this, I was expecting it. It's like, man, yeah, I was expecting it, but this new chapter rubs me the wrong way. Because I really like the story, I really like the characters, they're really in depth. Our main protagonist is a failure of a human being. Barely kept together. Like, it starts off strong, and then then we explore a little bit of the world, which is actually really interesting. It's shaped like a pear. It's been so long since I read the beginning chapters. When the story foreshadows a lot from the beginning, I really need to reread it, but I'm just waiting for it to be done at some point. Which the author keeps saying, oh yeah, we're still like early on, we're basically in the first part. I need to start over soon. I need to start rereading it. I actually really like the story overall, it's just this newest chapter bothers me. Like, this is like the only character that I actually dislike as a character. I just don't like the character. It doesn't feel like it fits. It feels too stereotypical. When I expected something much more, let's say, Eldritch-ish, less clear, less human, I would say, than something that's a person with just a superiority complex. That's like, what? Okay, you know everything, all right. Less human, you know. It's supposed to be a god. Okay, this character is supposed to be something related to entropy. Some weird magic shit happens. A lot of weird shit happens throughout the story, but I wasn't really okay, it's a godlike being, you know? A godlike being. I wasn't expecting it to be some random arrogant woman. When the story is more about mystery than anything else. Immortality, freedom of choice, blah, blah, blah. This girl's having a depressive episode again. Oh, okay, you're just going here. Oh, you're saying this name might even be real? Okay, what do you even mean? What? I feel like the story's getting like thrown over, just thrown into the trash, into a dumpster fire. Like, okay. I think my suspension of disbelief is just getting hit right now with this newest chapter. It's like, I'm still gonna push on, but it's just meh. I don't like it. Yeah, she's ageless, you know. Overall, in terms of web novels, though, it's actually really good. You know, you get a lot of trash in the web novel space. If you're, you know, I'm not even talking about fanfiction on the web novel space, specifically on this website. It's actually a breath of fresh air. It's super unique. Because, you know, most web novels are just lit RPGs. Light RPGs. It's awful. Level systems. I blame the video games. They ruined many writers in their world building abilities. They can't do anything but okay, light RPG, and it's the worst fucking subgenre ever. Isekai and RPG are the worst combination. Specifically, any story that tries to take advantage of RPG aspects when there's no actual game mechanics. Also, why are you guessing random names? I haven't even mentioned the title. I'm just talking about random web novels here. Unless you want to know the title of the story and you're into mystery and philosophy and pretentious shit. It's called Flower That Bloomed Nowhere. It's just, you know, it's a Western web novel. It's alright. I like it. Best character, it's Cam. Yes, I said as Isekai and RPG, but I'm just complaining in general about web novels right now. I'm just complaining in general. I moved on. I moved on to complaining in general about different topics. It's web novels. If you go on, okay, type in the website Royal Road. That's where most of the Western web novels are at, and 90% of them are lit RPG, Isekai and RPG. Any unique story and premise? They're hidden under a bunch of RPG stories, and I hate it. Oh, I hate it. Any interesting isekai? Oh no. Video games. Like, isekai can be interesting. It's more of a trope than a genre, and people treat it as actually a genre. I like, but it's like, I don't like Royal Road too much. Though, in terms of Asian actual Eastern web novels, I usually stick to the Korean ones, which also have this issue. Well, they have a different, okay. We got the Western web novels tropes. We got the Japanese tropes. We got the Korean tropes, and we got the Chinese tropes. When it comes to isekai RPG or whatever, or whatever tropes for in general for their novels in terms of web novels and amateur writing. I know the Korean ones has always been about making the Japanese into the biggest villain, Korea #1, and money, lots of money, and towers, a bunch of towers in the Korean ones. The few good Korean ones usually have a self-sacrificial main protagonist, and they try to wrangle him. Though most of the good Korean ones I read, web novels I read are usually protagonists that are just like, not the most nicest of people. Probably failures. Actual failures of human beings. A good example, I guess, is Dungeon Defense, I guess, in terms of the RPG isekai web novels. This is not a commonish trope, but this protagonist is basically very, very homesick. He does not want to suffer in this new and different world as a demon.
Haste will only lead you to making an ill-timed mistake. An unstable heart is
But he
worse armor one
basically
can have.
struggles through.
Time for that, Max. Gotta get to Yona.
I think it's at some point I feel like it's he suffers quite a bit, honestly. In the web novel specifically, it turns out to be a simulation, which is even harsher. So all his suffering is for really nothing, actually. And he basically, slowly throughout the story, just sinks into a bunch of addictions in ways to just distract himself from what's actually going on a little bit, especially. You know, alcohol, love, you know, prostitutes, blah blah blah, the usual. Just a bunch of random vices, to distract himself from his guilt. He also accidentally, you know, releases the Communist Manifesto to cause some chaos. It's actually a really fun ride, honestly. It's a fun and a unique story. The web novel is still getting translated by some dude. I like it. The protagonist is actually interesting. He suffers. He has flaws. He's very chaotic. Very interesting. I like him. I describe the main thing is dungeon defense. He's not a good person. Pro attack for dungeon defense is not a good person. He gave away his morality ages ago. He falls towards his lust. I enjoy it, but I don't think it's for everyone, honestly. I just like it because I like suffering. I guess something that's more palatable, I guess, than something that's relatively popular. One of my first few Korean web novels I've ever read was Omniscient Reader Point of View in terms of the Korean web novels. That's one of the first ones I ever read, and I liked it. Got me started in reading some random web novels. It got me started. Ghost Stories Club is one of the recent web novels I was reading. I haven't been reading web novels as often, but Ghost Stories Club, it's about people solving, it's a club solving ghost stories, and they have to go through and solve some fucking cases where mysterious things happen, and it gets slowly harder and harder and harder. It hasn't been a while since I read Ghost Stories Club, but basically you have to deal with random old urban internet myths, internet ghost stories, good old fairy tales and blah blah blah, and some time loop shenanigans. I don't remember, there's like also some I don't remember. Does this story has regression in it? Like one of the tropes they love so much, regression, where they just go back in time. I'm not sure. Characters are fun in that one, I would say. There's this other isekai I read where some guy gets isekai'd into an RPG Maker game. And then he possesses one of the ghosts. He gets body swapped with one of the monster characters, a ghost girl.
Hey there. How goes the search for a cure?
Nothing yet.
It starts off simple and then turns out later on in the story,
Actually, yeah.
there's some type
Or
of,
even if it doesn't, something there might
SCP
point us in the
Foundation
right
type of thing
direction.
going
Sounds
on.
like a plan.
There's an entrance in the courtyard.
And
far.
All right.
okay, imagine an old-fashioned RPG Maker game, just a good old-fashioned horror RPG Maker game, and a regular story off of that. Also, there's actual art for it, like very sketchy art. I really like it. It has soul. It has soul. I really like it. The characters are actually, they act like kids, and they're nice, and they're actually smart sometimes, and it's pretty good. The monsters are neat. It also is based off of, good old fairy tales and internet horror stories, I guess. I really like that one. I should catch up with that one. At some point.
Use it to cure my eyes.
It would also allow us to free Kaine from her.
But yes, the one that gets
petrified
isekai, there's the one Japanese
Bryce.
isekai,
Didn't think you
which
cared.
I would say it's itchy.
condition. Perhaps this tone is
Probably.
getting a bit sappy in his old age.
So the main reason I like it because the protagonist actually stays weak and slowly tries to get better through competency. He gets isekai'd into some type of ancient Japan, with good old monsters and blah blah blah, and yokais, evil beasts and stuff like that. And he's basically a slave. Just want to say he's just a slave. And I think I need to restart here. I don't think I'm clear. I'm on this different story now. But yes, he gets this random guy gets
It should be
isekai'd.
right around
He was
here
a
somewhere.
part of a farm, a little
Is this it?
farm, and then it turns out they were recruiting people who have magical prowess, and then he got turned into a slave, and then served some evil some noble family
If someone above us
as some random guard. and he slowly rises up the ranks through just pure wit and yanderes. A lot of yanderes for some reason. The story has a lot of yanderes. Which is funny, because the protagonist does not want to be anywhere near anyone, actually. He does not want to be near anyone. He does not like any of the characters.
I do.
He remains weak throughout, but he gets better. Tries, gets cunnier, gets better blade. He gets bitten by the only power up he gains, I believe, is through a curse from a random tree, corrupt tree mommy goddess. I would say that's how I describe her. Tree mommy goddess, who's also corrupt and delusional, who takes the form of his old family from the old world, how he was East Kite from, and he fucking hates it. He fucking hates that. So, good amount of mind breaking going on too. He also actually canonically dies once. But that's how you know it's good. He gets shot. He gets fucking shot several times. And then he becomes an angry, very wrathful goat. Overall, don't be a peasant. That's the moral of the story here. Yeah. You wouldn't want a possessive tree goddess mommy thing to take a form of anyone that you actually care about. Thing is trying to slowly corrupt him throughout the story. When I last read it, they still haven't found a cure for it. So he's just slowly, and everyone's the most people that he's close to are trying to hide it somewhat. He's trying to hide it. Anyways, let me find this key. You know where the key is, lad? Do you know? Oh my god, you should move faster then. Come on. But yeah, this one, he also gets isekai into a game, but he doesn't get any RPG mechanics, which is neat. Also, it turns out he got isekai into like some weird April Fool's version of the game, which is also kind of funny, which makes his life a little bit worse. But yeah, he just moves around, and he just suffers. Oh yeah, he found a group of people he's pretty close to. And I worry about those characters that he got close to, honestly, because one of the other yanderes, you know what, at this point I should just call him antagonists, because everything they do is go against his wishes. He doesn't know it, doesn't know what they're doing, but 90% sure they're taking away anything he actually is happy about. His little family that he found, that he loves taking care of and enjoys them. Random mailman dude who helped him out. This good blind girl. Also, there's some weird shit that happens in that story, actually. Every single character that actually falls in love with him is a yandere. That's the gimmick of the story. And surprisingly, it's pretty good. None of the girls are good, actually, but the general story is actually good. Which is actually what I enjoy. It's one of the very few isekais where the protagonist is weak. I have a preference, you see. Can you tell my preferences? I like failures. Anyways. There's this other Japanese isekai. Well, actually, no. It's a part of a different story in the same universe of a different isekai, but I haven't read that one. But this isekai is basically a battle royale with a bunch of floors you're going up to. This guy, the main gimmick of this isekai, it's the battle royale. He's the weakest one. He's actually weak because he's a shaman. He has to use his own shit to make some puppets. He gotta use his own materials and resources to make some like puppets, and use a lot of dirt, plagues, diseases, you know, off the wall shit and literal shit, and piss, maybe a bit of cup. But this is the weirdest one. You know, I'm praising it this badly, but he is a it's interesting, I swear. But he just has to struggle through. This story also has a yandere for some damn fucking reason. Okay, you know what, never mind. The author just likes yandere. This one's by a different author, but each story that has a yandere, the yandere is not the most interesting. You know what, I learned there's different types of yanderes. There's like the good type of yanderes who actually have some depth. There's the flat yandere. There's the yandere who's not really a yandere, just mildly obsessive, but some people still call them a yandere. The only sama yandere. Anyways, you know, after reading a bunch of web novels, I learned that there's a variety of obsessive girls. There's a variety there. But I don't know why it's the running thing is yandere for these stories. That's the actual running theme here. I don't know why it's such a common thing. When it comes to Japanese web novels, for some reason you gotta have a single yandere. No, probably not. One of them is relatively popular. No, probably not. I enjoy the web novels. They fit my specific taste, and I'm happy with it. Mainly because they're different. They're different from the usual. They're different from the normie ones, you know? There was this web novel where someone gets reincarnated. Also, okay, there's some isekais. I wonder why they're even isekais. Okay, there's this web novel I read for a little bit of where there's this girl gets reborn as a demon and gets reincarnated immediately. And just doing, you know, she doesn't really know human things too well. Her own memories of Earth is basically a blur from what I got from reading the old chapters, and she just does. This demon story is all about misunderstandings between our gloriously unreliable narrator who doesn't know what's actually going on in the general context of things. So her view is really distorted into being everything is negative, but everyone else sees everything nice and bright and innocent. I didn't really get through it too far. That one's complete though. There was this regular old fantasy story where there's I'm just going through a list here. I'm going through my list. You know, these stories, I haven't read them for so long, so that's why I'm not going into detail too much. I need to like actually go back through them. I was not expecting to talk about my web novels today, but you know, I need to. I have no one else to talk about this.
What's this? A scrap of paper?
Oh look, a progress report. Read it if you want. I scroll through it slowly. Yeah, see that cute face there. But yeah.
It would appear this used to be some manner of magical.
This must have been where I was.
Emil,
I'll be okay. I'm sorry.
I think my controller needs to get plugged in. Oh, well. Okay. Back to talking about web novels while my nose is extra stuffed for some reason. Anyways. I forgot what I was gonna talk about. Okay, there was this fantasy novel that I really liked. It's called The Girl That Ate Death. She ate death. That's the beginning of the story. Basically, she fights on the losing side of a war. And I died. It's just a war story. A pretty good war story. She ate death. She had scythe. It's really short too. I don't remember much of it, honestly. I just remember she has a scythe, she ate death, the writing was alright, and I liked it. That's what I'm currently remembering of it right now. I like the story enough to remember its name. That's something. It is part of a universe of novels. There was this other web novel, an obscure one that I read through machine translation because I really liked the concept of it. Another Japanese one, by the way. Where basically, humanity has basically reached the peak. We went through a whole cycle. Everyone became immortal. They all became bored and decided to just kill themselves, except for like one last girl. She just stuck around for a little bit longer, and then she just sat around for a while, and she saw sparks of a new life, and then she decided, let's just watch this. Let's just observe this new life. And so we watch this new humanity grow progressively over time. As a new civilization grows, we see some random stories. It's just a bunch of short stories. Also, there was a giant space battle. Like, oh yes, the gods are fighting up there. I don't know what they're doing, but they're fighting up there. It looks like a bunch of stars and comets. Nope, but it's just a giant space battle. And then the story ends with like the cycle, you know, like, oh, and now it's two characters are there in the sky now. I'm framing it in the most uninteresting way. But yes, it's just the story read through the point of view of an immortal. Okay, what's for the last one now, because I'm not gonna keep talking about web novels all the time. I just what's the most interesting one I could talk about that I actually remember somewhat? Should I go over the Chinese ones? I only read like 2, and it's the one that's really popular, which is also isekai, I guess. It's isekai at an actual unique setting, which is not too unique actually, but you know, unique for isekai. Lord of Mysteries. Someone gets isekai'd into a Victorian steampunky setting where there's eldritch beings, the moon, don't look at the moon, boys. I don't really remember them too well. I just know I just know I'm giving you the super general brushstrokes. Okay, I'm giving you. Okay, I'll give you a blank canvas. I'm brushing a singular color. There's no detail here. I'm brushing only red here. So yeah, no detail. I don't even remember half the titles. I just know what happens in them. But anyways, Lord of Mysteries. Basically, steampunk Victorian London. Some Lovecraftian gods. The power system is interesting. Knows the stuff, and I'm dying. Power system is interesting. It's based off like 9 different classes, I guess. You gotta take these potions. You gotta go recover some potions, drink them. You may die, and yeah, do some crafting shit. Do some rituals. Don't look at the moon with your telescopes. You go insane. Lovecraft's cat saved me. Shenanigans, basically. Also, I just love how the story starts with the characters waking up, seeing the body he possesses, sees the blood on his table. He wakes up directly on the table, sleeping. Wakes up, see blood, see a gun. It's like, oh, I guess. Checks my head. Oh yeah, I guess this guy shot himself. And he's trying to recover this guy's memory. Those memories getting through him like a mishmash. But yeah. And I guess another Chinese one. The Chinese ones. Chinese guys love their civilization building. I really need to blow my nose, actually. I'm gonna go blow my nose. I'll be back. I need to blow my nose. I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this stuff for nose anymore. Keitra, please. I didn't even mean to load up Keitra. Go away, Keitra. Stop trying to take up my RAM, Keitra. I'll live with the curse today. My nose is always going to be relatively stuffed up when I stream for some reason. You know, it's around this time. But yes, the Chinese isekai web novels prefer civilization building. Building cities up from the ground up. If you know a little bit of Chinese history, you could get wide. You could get wider into fucking civilization building. I've been going with oh, there we go. There's the enemies. But yeah, civilization building. I don't read too many Chinese web novels. Most of them are trash, okay? Chinese web novels are... you know you're over the thing. Maybe. It's always around this time of the night I get my nose stuffed, okay? My nose is always a little bit stuffed around this time. It's relatively cold, you know? Yeah, I say Chinese web novels are the worst ones if you're not going for their usual fantasy, which is things, yeah. You know, Chinese fantasy, which is cool. They have their own little fantasy and all that stuff. I'm not really too into it. But if you're into it, you're gonna be hearing a lot of you're recording death or something like that in Chinese web novels. It's just okay. Chinese web novels have like 3,000 chapters, okay? And they're really short. Each chapter is short. They have so many chapters. They love quantity over quality. While Korean web novels, they end too early. They either start at 200 chapters, and then we just get time skip. We time skip. We fucking time skip the interesting bit of the story. Ooh, the interesting bit where they're doing civilization building, it's time skip. Ooh, it's time where we're seeing character growth, time skip. Ooh, this period of the character's life when they just got into the middle of... Oh, the most interesting bit of this character's whole life, where his existence gets deleted over time. Time skip. Okay, Korean web novels have an issue skipping the most interesting bits of the story. No, this time skip actually is fine. You don't miss much. They just did a training montage, boom. But no, you miss like all the best character drama, the best story, like possibilities. To get to the most boring bit of the story. Like, what? Like, you have so many options there and you skip it? Like, it sounded so interesting. Like, what? Look at all the political intrigue you could have done, but no. You just skip it. Like, oh no, all the characters are referencing something that we just don't know now. It's like, okay, that happened, I guess. We just don't know what happened. Oh yeah, all those examples I just mentioned. Yes, independent writers want us to consume more of your writing, which I despise. I'm very picky when it comes to my Korean web novels, okay? Oh yeah, if you care about finding web novels, I guess, just go to novel updates. They usually have the translations for like the Asian stuff and all that. Right there, you just need to make an account so you can actually click on the links. They changed that later on. I have an account. I should really keep up my reading list there, but I don't. I just remember it. I just remember, oh, I don't remember the chapter I was in, but I was around like chapter 400 maybe? I don't know. Like some of these stories. Usually what I do is keep them on a Firefox tab on my phone. Or a Chrome tab on my phone. That's my bookmark, you know? I used to read a bunch of them. They broke my grammar completely, especially the ones that were machine translation. Okay, let me talk about machine translation tiers in terms of languages. Korean is the worst one. Okay, they don't have gendered speech, okay? You will not know who's speaking at all. It's gonna be switching from he or she, who. They don't say who's speaking. They don't say what's going on. There's nothing going on. It's just straight to the point of dialogue. There's no descriptions. Korean writing is so descriptiveless. You just won't know what's going on half the time. You just have to get a feel for the characters or some of the characters, you know? You won't know which character is saying something. You just have to get a feel for it, you know? They just want you to really use your brain power to figure out what's going on in Korean stories. Especially. Now, I'm just talking in general right now, but yes, in translation, Oh god, it's even worse. It's so awful. Chinese is not so bad actually. Chinese is actually just fine. It's actually readable. You could actually read Chinese stuff. Korean is the worst. Mainly because how the language works. Literally, it's because of the language. It does not convert well. Unless you actually have a translator figuring it out. What makes it sucks because Korean web novels are not the most popular between Chinese and Japanese in terms of translation. So either you learn Korean or you be a lazy bastard and break your brain while reading Korean machine translations. Oh yeah, I'm talking about machine translations. There was this Korean web novel that I really like. Also another isekai, because I just read isekai apparently. Unless it's a Western web novel, because all their isekais are trash, actually. There hasn't been a single good Western isekai I ever read in my life. I just need to make a statement. Now let me get focused for like a moment. There we go. Anyways, I really need to stop cutting off your words because OBS is cutting you off a little bit here. Here we go. You know what's funny? The characters should be easy. Korean is actually relatively easy. Just, you know, okay, compared to some languages is relatively intuitive. Intuitive? I'm just lazy. I could if I actually put some time in it, I could probably learn it. Maybe. Maybe. I'm just extremely lazy. Main issue, you have to learn the vocabulary and the words. At some point you will actually understand it. At the beginning it's the hardest because you don't know anything. Which is, you know, common sense. If you don't know anything, you can't really start anywhere. It's not like you got anyone to speak to that knows Korean. Read it if you want. But yeah, I would say always avoid Korean machine translations.
I'm fine. Let's just go.
I guess they got killed, I don't know. They got murdered in cold blood in the middle of the alleyway by North Korean Asians. They got kidnapped to make some movies. But yes, Korean machine translation. They're actually awful. Reincarnated? No, they regressed. They're going back in time right now. You know what's just the best Korean trope they love so much for some reason? I don't fucking like regression, but they love regression. I fucking hate regression. I don't like it at all. Okay, you know what? Okay. Isekai lets you use any type of character for any type of story. Any type of setting, I mean. Any type of setting, you could use any type of character with an isekai. You could just throw anyone in. The specific scenario for this one dude. Isekai is very character based, I would say. The best isekais are character based. Regression has nothing good going for it, but for just, you know, I guess, pure catharsis, I guess? Pure catharsis. That's all it has going for it. And I personally don't really like it. Maybe I haven't read a single good regression story. It's just boring to me. Never even went through the whole thing. There's no shocker surprises here. You're gonna get through it just fine this time around. It's not like ReZero where they just keep dying all the time and he's terribly weak and I have to struggle. It's just a respawn. That's different. But regression, usually they just know how to solve all the problems now. Oh boy. Unless it's, you know, it's like the sad type of regression where they go back in time and they're just extra depressing. Which is a different type of story, really. But most regression stories are pretty boring. Okay, you know what's funny? Native isekai. It's a term. I use the term for fantasy setting to have RPG stuff, okay? That's just basically just an isekai setting, you know, the stereotypical isekai setting. But you know, it has RPG related stuff, you know, like a tower, levels, and skills for some reason. Because no one can think of a creative magic system where you say, oh, this just does this. Oh yeah, magic just does this, okay? Just say that. You don't need a whole magic system. You don't need to write a whole bunch of levels, okay? You don't need to write levels. You gotta say this specific symbol does this, or you know, I use the power of my mind and wands. You don't need to give me levels. People love levels and they love seeing numbers go up. They love seeing numbers go up. I get it. I understand. But oh god, it's so boring because there's so many. It's every single web novel has this. And people love it. And I understand why people keep making them because people love it. Yeah, regression is the most boring of all the popular tropes. I like time loops, by the way. I love time loops. Regression is regressive. For any characters, they don't live with their mistakes. They don't move on. They just fix it all up. Time loops, they have to suffer multiple times through. But regression is a one-time thing and it's over. And it's usually solved. Time loops have to be interesting. It's static. Time loops are static. And they have to move around, shift things around, try to figure out how to solve this puzzle, basically, or try to perfect their own run. Like, you know, there's time loops are interesting. Regressions are just a one-time thing that doesn't take advantage of anything. Unless it's like, let's say, I know there's ways you could take advantage of it. You can take advantage of any trope and make it actually good. There's some stories, people go back and just make their lives worse somehow. Oh, so in terms of all the escapism options, it seems the most unappealing to me, honestly. I don't personally find the appeal to it. I like, if I'm gonna ever just go back in time, I'm gonna be dead and I'd rather forget everything and just do it all over again the same way. Honestly. Honestly, that's my actual statement to it. There's only one actual timeline that matters, and it's this one. The first attempt is the only one that matters. The other ones are just fakes. Like, if you couldn't do it right the first time, those are the people you actually care about. Those ones are just clones. At this point, you know? They're different people after different choices. They're not the same people at all. I know that. I know that's why it's popular. I understand why it's popular. I know why Isekai is popular, because I like the idea of going to another world and just exploring it. That's my opinion of Isekai. I enjoy the idea of getting away and starting a farm life. Regression, though, is the most unappealing one for me, plus it sounds boring. I don't feel like this is the game I should be talking this topic over, but I feel bad that's Nier that I'm talking over. Should have picked a different game if we're talking about web novels. Should have played Hearts of Iron.
Hey, Emil. You sure you're okay?
I'm a...
Or Dragon Guard 1. I should have played Dragon Guard 1.
What am I?
It seems as if he's trying to remember something.
You're going to be okay.
Am I? Am I really?
Your past makes no difference. We'll support you no matter what.
At any rate, you would hardly be the first member of our merry band to have issues.
Now let's go over the Western stories. No, we're not 90% done. We're like, let's say 60%, 50%. Done. Plus, I'm gonna make grinding for weapon upgrades because I hate having weak weapons. So when we get to the robot area, we're gonna be grinding for weapons. 60 or 70% done. Okay, okay. There's a lot more to this game. So we're gonna circle around, by the way. We're gonna circle around some areas. I feel like 70% is actually more right. 70%. Plus extra side quests I may do.
I remember now. I remember everything.
Your sister.
We used to be humans. Normal humans. Just a bunch of regular human kids like you'd see anywhere. And then we came here. They wanted to turn us into weapons. So they used magic to perform terrible experiments on us. Eventually they succeeded. They managed to create a perfect weapon. The name of that weapon was Number 6. But soon they lost control of Number 6, and the experiment was deemed a failure. They had to create a weapon that could petrify Number 6 and seal it away. So they created me. I'm Number 7. I'm a weapon.
Weapon or not, you're still just a meal to us.
Thank you.
Okay, let me just talk to Emil before I go back to my rant
This
about
is
web
Number
novels
6.
again. We're gonna go over Western web novels now, which are gonna be less isekai
She's my
related.
sister.
This thing is alive?
My sister is the greatest weapon ever made, and
Yes, what of it?
with her power behind us, I could eradicate my petrification curse.
What do we do?
First, you have to promise me something.
Yeah?
If my sister somehow manages to swallow me up, if my original self becomes lost, I'm afraid I may try to hurt all of you. And if that happens,
No, don't!
I want you to kill me.
You have to get him out of there now!
No, wrong. His sister just ate him.
I'm on it.
Tragic.
We're not going to lose anyone else.
Anyways, now talked about my West web novels. Yeah, see, there's a lot. Okay, I can't really be organized with this one because I don't read isekai web novels. It's just a bunch of random shit.
Hurry, there's still time to save the lad!
I know there is.
See, this is the part where it gets hard. But that general trope with things for my stories that I picked. The general things that I like is suffering. I like maximum amount of suffering. For some reason.
Magic is the only way to damage this one!
Oh, sorry, I should be using, you know what ability I should be using here? Dark Calamity. I believe this is what it's used for. Seeing the protagonist suffer. I enjoy seeing the protagonist suffer quite a bit of any story. Weirdly enough, there's like an odd subgenre. I believe because of fucking Worm. There was a story called Worm. The protagonist there always suffers because of her own issues. I don't really like. It's like meh to me, honestly. I don't really like Worm, but I feel like most of the stories where I read from came from the same tree of inspiration of it. It's like.
Slay your weapons! Such attacks will hurt Emil as well!
How is magic any different?
Okay, I'll drink soon.
Highly resistant to it.
And let's kill that thing with magic and get Emil out of there.
Yeah, warm. Wiggly worms. But anyways. Yes, that's the rules. You know what? Forget it. You know what? I'm done. But yes, I feel like everything had its inspiration. From that story, okay? WORM. ... and those specific spaces.
Hurry, there's still time
A lot
to
of
save
love. I feel like there's like another story that got us very inspired by it. Like I feel like. Oh yeah, let me do something. Okay, this shit's actually useless. Why did I bother using gluttony? Gluttony doesn't do shit. I just wanted to see if it works. It doesn't work. Dark Wall. Dark Wall is the answer. Hell yeah, Dark Wall. Love Dark Wall.
Hurry, there's still time to save the lad.
Let's put a
I know
wall.
there is.
You wish for many things, Kenny. You wish for many things. Thanks, wall.
Magic is the only way to damage this one.
I could shoot through the wall. I didn't know that. I never used Dark Wall.
Ah, stop hopping around and fight me.
I love this caveman so much. Good wall. Good wall. Took care of me. But yes, most of my I guess one is about my Western web novels. You see, I don't have them in my memory banks. They're gone, completely and utterly gone. Oh yes, there was this fantasy one where they play on tropes, on fantasy tropes. And the protag is the villain. This is such a disservice story, actually. You know, it's an average fantasy story, you know, medieval, a lot of war, lots of war, evil towers, monologues, subversive tropes. Written by a French dude. Enemies to lovers? Oh yes, there's enemies to lovers in this one. Yes, enemies to lovers. That's how you know it's good. But yeah. That's, you know, that's one of the more memorable aspects of it. I was... It just...
We're coming for you.
Come back to us.
Yo, I just dodge into the, I dodge into the bullets. That's how you know I'm good. I just go into them bravely. Imagine not using the book ever. Imagine not using the book once. Just do this instead for some reason. Imagine just forgetting that this works. You know, I just did so much more than I needed to do. Don't worry, Emil lives. He's fine. Wait a fucking sec. I just realized something about this man's name. This boy's name.
My sister. Thank you. Alua.
Okay. You know,
Emil!
Email.
Are you all right?
His first appearance is through a letter.
Still alive! I can feel my sister's power flowing! I can
Neil.
control my abilities
This is such a
now.
weird connection.
Yes, we're all quite pleased. Now get out here
Such
already.
a weird connection. My
Just a
brain's
second.
saying, did they
I can't-
name him off
I
a
can't
fucking
see
email?
very well.
Like,
No,
like
no!
it's odd. Because the only connection here is the letter, and that's how we get to meet him, because it's through a letter. Which it wasn't by him though, it was by the butler. But
Welcome back, Emil. You've been through a lot.
But my body.
Yeah, I know.
I can't stand to be with you when I look like this.
What did I tell you? We're here
he
for
looks
you,
beautiful either way.
no
you
matter
know?
what.
Jack Skellington. Wasn't he loved?
Can you see my face?
You look just like I thought you would. You
It's-
look really cool.
Who doesn't love this caveman?
Knock it off.
I think I'm okay now. I know this is how
I am having a moment. I can't have. I just
I
email.
was terrified at first, but I think I'm okay with it. I have the magic I wanted, and I can use it to bring Kaine back to life.
It's literally one letter off. It's one letter off. It's too close.
We should hurry. She's waiting. I sure hope seeing me doesn't petrify her.
I see this transformation has not stolen your terrible sense of humor.
I feel like I'm just making connections that shouldn't be there, but no. This feels no. It doesn't make sense. No, never mind. You know what? I'm gonna say it doesn't make sense.
I was reminded about something
Email.
from my past.
I just
Maybe
can't know.
My mind
This
has been
realization is
confusing
her
her with
cursing-
my sister this
curses
whole
me.
time. Here we
No,
go.
it wasn't intended. I don't believe it. I don't want to believe it. I refuse it to be true. It's false. Lies. The brain is trying to delude me from the truth. Yeah, it only took a day, which is too long, honestly. I should have done it all in one day.
The
Through the night.
beast approaches.
Oh, I got it.
Oh yeah, hydrate. that's yellow. You can't tell that's yellow? It's yellow. Are you colorblind? Do you have like the yellow filter on?
Past 5 years.
I'm not gonna let this happen again. He dies today.
It's not the blade, the skill of the user. Strike him down.
I'm not green. I have 2 monitors and I know I'm not green. I'm at the very least orange at most. There we go. There we go. I'm not messing with anyone here. You're messing with me. It's finally dead. Yeah, I'm light yellow. I'm just saying, maybe orange. If any other color you're gonna say, if you're colorblind, maybe like an overly saturated orange if you saturate your screen too much. But no, not green. Not green. Only yellow.
Alive. Stay alive.
Yes, light yellow is the right color.
Stay alive.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Kinda,
A light
you gotta
yellow.
live. You gotta come
Anything
back to
else
us.
is a lie, and you check your eyes and your monitor. You want to know what a green looks like? Sorry, I'm ruining the moment today. I'm annoyed that I'm ruining the moment, but oh well. I must double down.
Emil, you were the one calling me, huh?
You still
This is what green looks like.
recognize me?
Yeah,
This is what green. This is green. This is green. You see what green looks like? Are you colorblind? Okay.
Good to see you.
you look like shit. How long has it been?
5 years.
Oh, that's a long time.
What do you mean? He looks perfectly fine. He's just a caveman.
We are still no closer to finding
Okay,
her.
he's just
We need a way
he's
to
the,
locate the
he's the
shadow.
bestest caveman we know.
Lunar
Leave
tears.
Nier alone.
Welcome back gift. It's not much, I know.
It's nothing like the one Grandma used to make, but... Oh, hell.
Excuse me.
Popola, we did it. We freed Kaine.
That's great. Listen, can I talk to you for a minute?
Pale green. Okay, are you specifically looking at like the little artifacts? Like the post effects
This doesn't make
that has
sense.
a little bit of green and you're just like focusing in like the dress between, you know, people could actually see things properly and people who are just deluding themselves. Like the dress. Is that what's going on with you? You're just looking to the
I
light
understand.
and you see green. A pale green.
People are tired and scared, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear.
It's crap.
It's okay.
I'm okay, so I'm right. I got it.
We can sleep outside.
'Cause I know there's a little bit of green, but They don't see the pale green, you know?
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand. I mean, look at me. As long as you're still with us, I can deal with it. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
I'm sorry.
We'll see you later.
We're sorry.
Useless people. Useless. Okay. Really, I'm
What is the matter?
in a renting
Kaine
mood today.
always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. How could I have not noticed that? What the hell is wrong with me?
We should turn in.
And there we go. Also, let me change. Windows, please. There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. Got my 2 sneezes out. Ugh. Okay, we shall go to the next area. Thank you. What's the next area?
Okay.
I think in the next area we're going to is the scrap heap area. Feel like that's where we're going. The robot area. The robot area. Place of all the robots. We're gonna go there soon after we go to the Lost Shrine, I believe. Unless we go to Facade first. I don't think we're going to Facade. Actually, we're gonna go around through this part twice, by the way. Actually, hey, you know what I mean by 60%? Actually, yeah, we're actually 50%. Never mind. Sorry, apologies. We're 50% through. Gotta go through the whole ending, you know. We gotta upgrade all the weapons, you know. Actually, 40% since we need to upgrade all my weapons. Apologies. I need to buy every weapon in the game. I kind of forgot to do that earlier.
Yeah, I'm kind of busy now.
I need to grab every weapon. Oopsie daisy.
Hey there.
I kind of forgot that I need to do that, you know?
I suppose.
I don't think you need to upgrade every weapon, but that was... But I think I'm supposed to grab every weapon in the game. So you know what that means? Selling a bunch of items.
Hey!
Thieves in training.
Thieves in the village. I can't believe it.
You could call it a sign of the times. Rare is the man who steals out of choice, as opposed to need.
Yeah, the village is going downhill. There's nothing good going on here.
Man, I'm bushed. What's new?
I'm keeping all my ores. I cannot sell them, but I will sell all the mutton we have. Mushrooms, boar meat, wool, boar hide, wool fang. Well, actually, no, we can't sell that, actually. Okay, the main reason why I'm not selling my items just yet, I want to upgrade at least one weapon to its max.
I knew it. This is what I was talking about.
Drowned! And so Nier's journey ended. I'm supposed to go there. Yes, I'm supposed to equip myself with every weapon, I believe, to unlock the final ending. There's 3 endings, by the way. And you have to go through them all.
What's up?
Unless I'm confusing Dragon Guard and this game, I think I'm supposed to collect all the weapons. Also, you could just go to the desert, which is nice. The Lost Shrine. Northern Plains would take you to the scrap heap. Next to it, relatively. Anyways, we're going to the Lost Shrine, I believe.
The Lost Shrine.
And the Shadow Lord's castle lies just beyond.
Let us make haste.
Honestly, I don't want to go here just yet. I want to go to the Northern Plains. Hurry up. The audio is extra crunchy around this part of the game. See, they're just throwing bullets now. I'm just trying to get the move on here and upgrade my weapons. I'm gonna come back here later, but I want to do it now. Okay, damn it. Okay, I wasted my time then. Okay. You see, either you upgrade your weapons early, or you're gonna just, you know, do the main quest for like a little bit. I don't know why they're out and about. Because one of them is dead. Or gonna be dead soon. And one wants revenge. Against an innocent robot. You're an innocent robot. Shrine. Okay, let's actually get started. Oh well, that was that small detour. Never mattered. Never actually mattered. Back to the story. We're now gonna grind. I don't know if this stream will be too long, but we will at least get to the robot bit, and I want to grind for my upgraded weapons. At very least. Alright. I'm gonna be sneezing quite a bit, I guess. It's that type of day, I see. Clearly, I am allergic to streaming. I should not be streaming, you know. I should make this pre-recorded, make a script, and you know, edit it down. I should just do that instead. I swear, this actually only happens when I'm streaming or trying to sleep. I swear. My YouTube channel, I upload random shit to it when I feel like. If I feel like archiving something, I put something there. If I feel like putting a shit post there, I'll put a shit post there. I haven't done a shit post in ages though. No, I did one for Silent Hill 2 where, you know, they get a letter and you know who also gets a letter? Someone in Blue's Clues. And you know, I just combined both and I had a little laugh. Funny editing time. Oh, I don't know what to do with that YouTube channel, honestly. You know, if I wanted to actually do something, I would put more time into editing. But, okay. I'm gonna admit something here. I'm just lazy. You know? I'm really lazy. If I were to do anything with that channel, it requires me to not be lazy. And, you know, just start to do something there. And there he goes. Long gone. But yeah, I use it just mostly for archives, I guess. Or maybe a stream or two if I feel like doing a stream on there. For some type of reason. There are some games that do better there than on here, I would say. There definitely are some games where there's more of a YouTube audience than a Twitch audience. For example, Limbus Company. I'm sometimes more likely to get someone on there on YouTube. But it matters if I care about growth. I guess I do care about numbers a little bit. I do complain, but not really. Not enough to actually, bother.
This is all too easy.
But yes. I'll just make YouTube poops instead, actually. I'll just upload YouTube poops. At some point I was... No, YouTube poops. You know what a YouTube poop is, right? You know what a YouTube poop is? It's a YouTube. It's a... Okay, go open up YouTube, search up YouTube poops, and then you'll understand what a YouTube poop is, okay? It's something old. It's ancient, you know? Search it up. Search it up right now. Open up YouTube. Forget about my stream. Watch actual historical content. See? Perfect. Now you understand what a YouTube poop is. Okay, I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, at some point I was thinking about just making a clips channel. At some point, and then like, maybe I'll do it someday. Not really a clips channel for myself, just random clips, I guess I collected. Of just random streamers, I guess, just some random small streamers, but one day, maybe. Pong stream, 5 minutes of Pong, my own stream. Oh god, if I were to make a clips channel, I'd rather use someone else's quality content. You know, advertise someone else. I'd rather shill for someone else than me, okay? You see, I have a lot of contradictory motivations here. I want attention, but I also don't want too much attention. You know, these shades are well armored. I wonder how they. 5 minutes of Pong. You know what you should do? Stream 5 minutes of Pong. Start your own streaming career. Not really start your own career, just do it as a hobby. To make, what do you require to make it is pure luck and charisma and networking, I guess. I haven't. At least I don't have any of those. I don't have charisma. I don't have any networking skills or luck. I think my luck's about average, so I wouldn't work out really. Nor do I have the talent. Well, you see, you know, I have to put it this way. The last few people who had my charisma are probably like who actually said you have proper charisma. They died probably. They were two Russians. They were never seen again. I miss those two Russians. The last person who said that to me. I don't like either they're fine or they're Russians. I don't expect the life expectancy to be too high. Honestly. I miss my Russians. I hope they're doing well, honestly. Also, another way to put it, even grimly, I guess. You know what? Okay, I just remembered something. During Silent Hill 1, I was playing through Silent Hill 1 a long time ago. It was back when I had like at least 20 followers or something. That was like a month, a year ago. I am a very slow growing streamer. See, no one really sticks to me. But I remember this one time where I was like making a lot of banter. Like, okay, this person followed me and then immediately unfollowed me when I was making fun of like, oh, you know this game? How did you not know where to go in this direction? Why didn't you tell me? And it instantly unfollowed and I just laughed. It was so funny. Like, okay. Can't handle a bit of banter. How do you don't even know the game? I missed the simplest doorway that was right in front of me. It was the most funniest unfollow to me. Like, okay. I just like, you know, I was the one being the dumbass. You could have made fun of me if you wanted. You see, I'm not the most positive person. I don't think I could keep the audience for too long. Sometimes I'm relatively toxic and depressive. Sometimes I'm fine. We will see. I don't think you will stick around for too long, you know. Expectations, I don't have expectations around here. I'm very pessimistic when it comes to expectations. You know who my VIP? You know, he's been around since the very beginning. He's been around. I have expectations for him. Yes. He may come in randomly, says random nonsense for like a moment, and then disappears. But he's been around. He may not be able to keep up a conversation for too long, but you know. Sometimes he's fine, sometimes he's not, but you know, he's around. See, this is why I talk behind the back of my viewers. This is why I don't keep my followers. This is why I don't keep them. I talk behind their backs all the time. I need to stop this. This is a bad habit to have. See, this is why I don't keep them around. I get really complaining. I complain too much, which is a thing I just do. I like complaining. It's it's the way I conversate, you know, which makes me a little bit annoying and whiny. I shouldn't complain, but that's my natural instinct to complain, which is not a good instinct to have. Like, I don't mean it too much. I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm worried I'm getting a yes man, you know. I was like, oh no, you're a yes man now. Venting? Back in the day when I was 7 and watched Stuart, before he was a famous streamer with this guy called Germa. He complained quite a bit while playing TF2. People called him toxic. I was on the internet way too early in my life, honestly. I shouldn't be using the internet when I was 5. Honestly, it should have kept me away, but it kept me company. So, you know, I guess it ended well-ish. I think I turned out fine compared to some other people who've been online since you were like 3 or 4. Personality wise, I think I turned out fine ish. Bit of a hermit.
Kaine, Emil, I want you to... I'm sorry, alright?
Sorry for
Yeah, at
what?
some point I'm gonna complain
I'm going
about
to
something
talk
that'll
to the
get me
village.
cancelled.
I want them to let you in.
If I do get popular and famous,
it's no big
wealth
deal.
and fame.
Right, Kaine?
I'm used to it.
Well, you shouldn't be. It's crap, and it needs to change.
I wish everyone felt the same way.
Emil.
It's all right, really. I like
As a
camping out
bad
with
turnout
Kaine.
as an internet user, what do you
Fun
mean?
in a weird
Elaborate.
way.
I came on the
Sometimes we sit
internet around like
around the fire and tell
2010-ish,
stories.
2012. Around
Emil,
5. I
that's
used my
enough.
dad's
I got a
laptop.
fucking image to maintain.
The best, internet turned bad around 2014 or 2016. Okay, that's when the internet turned bad. That's when Leafy was there on YouTube. That's how you know, because everything became part of the culture war. Gamergate. But yeah, the great culture war. Leafy, all the edgy YouTubers. (2016-ish, 2015-ish). Before that, we had a bunch of machinimas. Machinima was a thing. Red vs. Blue was a thing. I enjoyed lip syncing is completely gone from my mouth. I realized it took this long for me to realize, but oh well. PewDiePie was still making amnesia when I was someone who turned out bad. The average Twitter user who gets offended by everything.
Seem to be surrounded by a mob
Because
of
the normal person outside doesn't even care about what happened to a fictional character. Which is now known as X. The average X user who does not use X videos. For some reason, my generation became a bunch of prudes. Which is fine, I guess. I'm a prude, I guess. I'm very much a prude. Like, oh no, I can't like this thing because it's horny. No, I think that's a bad example. Just something I dislike. I guess the other half of the Kuwait is the average 4chan user. Cough, cough. No, the average 4chan user who uses poll, the politically incorrect board, that side of 4chan is shit.
Aim for that stone statue. It's the leader.
Honestly, if you want to go visit the worst parts of the internet, just go to the political sides of it, and that's the worst part of it. Smaller communities are fine. All the smaller communities who gatekept themselves, they're actually pretty nice and lovely. Reddit has some nice small communities. Twitter may have some small communities. I don't know why all the artists moved there, but Tumblr banned porn, so then they moved all the way over there. Actually, I blame Tumblr for all my issues on the internet. Tumblr caused all the problems of the world, really. Actually, Tumblr. Which, funny enough, shares similar taste with 4chan in terms of media, which is funny. I feel like everyone just cares too much these days. Which I guess I understand. People want to feel important. But some things are not too important in the grand scheme of things, honestly. Like, I don't get why people complaining about these things when there's actually more important things to complain about. Like, proper political activism is fine. Just the weird shit that people complain about, like, oh yes, oh no, this fictional character. Oh no. Oh god, what are they doing with that drawing? Test. Oh, what happened? You were speaking on mobile and you missed the whole conversation? But yes, but yeah. Yes. I got on my tangent. I see. Overall, I just want to say, I feel the internet got too sensitive over the smallest of issues versus actual issues. It just feels like a LARP. Oh no, Kane, no!
Kaine!
Surely this is my renting stream. This is my... Kane, no! We just got you back!
Kaine!
Any personal opinions about the internet here? Do you have any personal opinions? Do you disagree with me? I don't mind either way, honestly. I just like
Kaine,
listening.
are you all right? We've got to get help.
I fear there is little we can do.
No! Kaine!
Get back.
What is that?
Okay, all I say is avoid Twitter. Unless you only care for art. Avoid Twitter at all costs. Don't try. Unless you really want to network with people, avoid Twitter. Okay, you're better than 90% of people there. Good. You're good. Basically, you're basically a functional, normal human being. Honestly, the one good thing about Twitter, all those users are stuck there.
We must strike it down.
Anywhere else, they're fine.
Please come back!
Avoid the big Reddit communities, like... Actually, Reddit sucks now, honestly. Reddit sucks to use. Because I follow a bunch of small communities, and I try to use it, and they keep recommending me, oh, funny, oh, comics. I don't fucking care about r/comics. I want to listen to my specific community. I use Reddit sometimes, I know. There's a stereotype when it comes to Reddit. I know. But like in the small communities where like they talk about novels, like, you know, web novels, like, you know, I just talked about. Or, you know, just general emulation. Like actual smaller communities instead of, you know, bait posts and just, oh yeah, mildly interesting item here. Oh, look at this.
Look at Kaine's jade!
If you actually go and browse some smaller communities, that's just pretty nice and comfy.
Kaine! Please come back!
The bigger a community is, the more likely it's gonna be terrible. Have you seen fan bases for like games before? A single YouTuber could just destroy the old fans completely. Just remove them, push them out. It makes it more toxic. Basically, if the fan base grows slowly, I'm moving on to a different topic, but if a fan base grows slowly, the nicer the community is. But if a fan base grows super quickly, it has no way to regulate itself. People say gatekeeping is bad. Gatekeeping is bad if you're too harsh about it. Gatekeeping is fine. If you don't complain too often about it, like, oh, the type of gatekeeping that's actually bad is like, oh, you can't do this a certain way.
Stay your blade. Magic is required against this foe.
Gatekeeping's right when it's going against the whole culture of the fan base. There's an immigrant. But I'm dying to off into this woman. I usually win. Damn you, Kane. You're too good. But yes. You know, it's basically... The bosses should be pretty easy.
We've no other choice.
Okay, not easy.
Bring it
But you
down.
know, I'm just fragile for some reason.
Please come back!
Kane, please. Love you, please. Anyways, I think I'm done with my internet rant today. I'm completely done with it. I have nothing to say.
Stay your blade.
Before someone archives this somewhere, like someone would just archive this part 5 years later and then it will bite me in the ass somehow. But yeah, Reddit's basically bad these days though, so don't bother using it.
Let's do it!
Emil!
I just use it because I already have some communities I personally follow. For like specific choose your own adventure games I found. And web novel recommendations, I guess. And I guess sort of some shitty memes. Facebook. I avoid touching anything that's related to Facebook's now known as Meta. Anything related to that company, I avoid using it. Sadly, I have to use WhatsApp. Because my family uses WhatsApp, and they wanted me to use it because I don't want to get spied on. So, you know, I don't want to get spied on by Facebook, which is the worst offender. They have so many breaches. I have to use WhatsApp because family. I have to use it for like a little bit, and I already have an account just for that. Basically, if you have, okay, even if you don't have an account, if your family member has a Facebook account, it will just still trace it to you. That's how much data they're getting from you. It doesn't really matter anymore though. All data is basically gone. To protect a little bit, everything is opt-off, not opt-in, so they're getting all your data immediately. By the moment you click open a single site, boom, your cookies, they stole your cookie jar.
Kaine! Kaine!
Kaine.
I couldn't hold it back.
Just usual information, what you do, your habits, blah blah blah. What do you do on your websites? How do you browse there? Blah blah blah. Your interests. To just advertise you. What's actually useful to advertise you?
I can't be with you.
There was like this story, like one time, this famous story.
Form again. We'll just stop it again. As many
Where-
times as it takes. I don't care how tough it is. We're gonna get you back.
Let's wait till this
I
is
like
done.
sleeping outside because I'm with you, Kaine. I'm able to ignore my appearance and keep going because of you. I'm weak and sad and lonely, but somehow you make me strong. You're my friend and I need you, so you can't go away.
Yeah, Facebook advertisements are not good. But there's this. I was gonna talk about the Staples
Alright.
case, where where the moons, where the stars collided, perfectly aligned, blah blah blah. But after this,
Thank you. I'm all right.
okay, there's one story. There was this girl. Turns out she was pregnant, and they were advertising. Well, she didn't know she was pregnant, but turns out the advertisements knew he's gonna get a kid, so they were just advertising, and like, oh no, and like, it was like this young girl, blah blah blah, called in like, I'm not pregnant, blah blah blah, and then later on, a few days later, she learns that she actually was, and blah blah blah. Famous story. Nothing happens too often. But it's a famous story. Go off like, oh yeah. See, this they can predict the future of all these things. Not really. They just know you more than yourself. That's what I'm trying to say, actually. But sometimes, but that's not really accurate. That was the perfect scenario. So I don't want them to have my data. No, you don't live under a rock. I just browse too much. Not a famous story, it's a famous story if you like search about it. Like if you're in like the circles of who care, like the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, if you click one thing, they'll give you more related things. And you know, I live under a rock. Nah, I just skipped it for you. My brain just skips the words and corrected myself, okay? I read machine translations to correct anything for you. For myself, I could correct it. I overcorrect, you see. I could overcorrect your words. Ah. But yeah, see, but yes, my arrogance is showing, but yes. What was I? Oh yes, the YouTube algorithm. You know how that works? Yeah, you know, it will push you into Pacific circles. Let's go to the junkie. Honestly, if you care about privacy, it'll push you towards videos about privacy and data control, you know? And how it control your data, blah blah blah. And how the data leaks? Oh no. See what these hackers are doing? Blah blah blah. Something like that. My lips are gone. I can't move my mouth. I really should just fix that. I should just reset it. But at this point, who needs a moving mouth, right? I only express. I seek through you telepathically. I use it all the time. I'm just saying that's how it works, you know, you watch something, it will try to make you watch more. I barely have watched, actually. You see, if you let me talk about something I'm mildly passionate about, I just keep talking. And I can't stop. Please help me here. Please help me, I need to move, I need to shut up. You see, I'm usually quiet 90% of the time till you hit something that triggers my brain and boom. Ugh. Sadly, my interests are the most useless of things. Ugh. Why couldn't it be something like actually useful in conversation, like comics, manga? Why can't I just talk about that like that? You know what? I could talk about web novels sometimes. Not in avid detail. Taxes. No, I have to talk about internet culture. That's the one that got my brain to focus on. Internet culture. Architecture sometimes, I guess. No, not really. no. The psychological effects of architecture. Sometimes. Psychology, I guess. A little bit of psychology. A little bit of interest. Random bits of history. Ah, God, how do I fit these into conversation? Never. I will never have a chance to talk about these things. Like, what moment will I have the chance to talk about this? It's now. Now, this is the only moment I get to talk about it. I get not to the wall over there, not to my favorite wall. Why couldn't I pick something like normal to talk about? What's a normie thing to talk about? Sports. Why couldn't I be interested in sports? No.
There's gotta be tons of machinery here.
I'm so uninterested in
Yeah,
sports.
but
I have no
I don't know
idea
how
what
much
they
we
do.
can actually use.
What do they do in
Oh wow!
sports ball?
Check this out. It looks brand new.
Hey, be careful there.
I'm fine.
Why do I have to care about mild political things? And political philosophy? No.
Look out!
I picked the worst topics to be interested in. Why? I cursed myself. And his brother's dead. It's all because of him.
Jacob! Jacob, no!
Jacob.
No, this can't be happening!
It's all because of you, child. I don't think they're the best topics if you want to be a... the guy who just died. I love him. He's innocent. He literally did nothing wrong. He literally just sat there. He did nothing wrong. He's like, fuck him. He must have killed my brother. It wasn't my fault. He literally just sat there.
Perhaps we should speak to the brothers. They might know something about this.
Oh, hello again.
No, don't worry. It's just we see their names here. You see there's nier in the corner of the dialogue box. That's how you would have known his name was Jacob. Like Gideon here. That's the only way you would have known his name was Jacob. If you actually read the thing. I didn't even know his name was Gideon until now. Hi, Gideon. You're a terrible sibling. You're a failure of a son and brother. Character design. You know what other character that has like a tail behind and it actually means something because it's supposed to be like a demon? Snake. Venom Snake. Punish Snake. MGS5 Snake. If you ever played Metal Gear. That tail, it represents this little like demon little tail. Like you see in those devils, they have little tails and you know, okay. And he has the demon horn and then, yeah. Anyways. I have nothing to upgrade with. I need to grind. I need to grind down there. But yes, I love Metal Gear. Solid. MGS. Favorite game series. I started with 4. Because I had the PS3 and I was 5, okay. I had to start with 4, which was very confusing. I have the PS3 right here. I could play it right.
Child.
He died protecting the only family he had left. It's a damn shame.
MGS 5 is the most recent one. Nobody did that door. Why? They just opened the door at this point. Okay, you know what's the main annoyance here? You know why I keep going muting my microphone? They just open the door and then just close the door. They open the door, they close the door. Not something for reported. No, just open the door, close the door. Why? Why do they keep doing this to me? Why do they torture me? You know, there's a dog there and she wants to go in here, but she doesn't really actually want to go here. They think they want to go, she wants to go in here. No, she doesn't actually want to go in here. She doesn't go in here. She just sits there. Like, okay, open the door. Why? Okay. Okay, my minor complaint about my family. My minor complaint. Open the door. They don't do anything. They don't say anything. Just open the door. Close it. I feel like I'm putting this in the worst context that it should be. I'm providing less information than I should. Okay, here's what happens. Okay, let the dog in. Take my sock. Runs away from my sock. Oh well. Does that 5 times over the whole day. 6 times. Specifically around this time. Usually I'm trying to sleep. Okay, steals my sock. My sock has holes. I don't try to open this door, keep it closed. The dog doesn't actually want to go in here. He actually just wants to like, okay, I wanna take the sock and run away. Goodbye. Great dog, love her. Play with ball outside, good times, we're happy. Why do they have to open the door 6 times in a row though? Why? Don't get it? My sister also gets annoyed. So she has less of a reason to, because her room leads to the backyard. Like, there's an actual reason there, like, you know. I don't know. Maybe we're not animal people. We love her, we take care of her. I'm making a realization right now. This family is just, this whole family. Well, me and my sister are just tsunderes here. But because the only reason she hangs out right next to my door is because the AC is right next to my door. The area is cool right next to my door, okay? It's really cold out here, and she likes the cold. This complaint, it's so minor. I think I'm just being whining. So I think I am being whiny here. Just being a brat. But the funny thing is, it only okay. This never usually happens. They never open the door, but it's only when I'm streaming. It's only when I'm streaming. They don't even know what I'm doing half the time. Like, the timing of it is actually funny to me. Because the timing is when I'm gonna be most annoyed by it. It's like, okay. Why doesn't it happen the rest of the 12 hours of my day? Why does it only happen? Why does it only happen in the 1, 2, or 3 days I actually do stream? Maybe because I don't know. Maybe she knows I'm just excited over here. I'm just actually excited, not just dead inside. Maybe the dog just knows. Maybe she knows. Maybe this animal knows. Maybe she just wants my sock. Just the timing of it is so funny to me. And oddly annoying. Because it's just specifically a power. When I click start stream, hour in, 3 to 5 or so visits, 6 or so visits, 8, 7 or so visits. It gets annoying. But you know, I am very patient. As you see, I laugh at all my annoyances. Unless it gets really obtuse and it's like the 6th or 7th time and then I'm actually annoyed. But good news. Good news. I only wear mismatching pairs of socks now. That's the only good news here. I think my whiny complaint is over today. I think I'm done being whiny. To just end the stream now. I vented out. This is my therapy, my free therapy. My minor issues, extremely minor issues. Keep going to the same elevator, please. I should, every time I talk about myself, I feel like I'm just an awful person. Like, maybe I should just maybe I should let her hit me. But I know she just steals my socks. I know she just tries to eat something she shouldn't eat. I know. I try to stop her every single time. Grab some water while I'm at it. Anyways. Anyways. Don't worry, my minor issues. I just complain when things happen in my room. Really. You know why I feel like mild guilt? Because it's so minor. I like it's a non-issue. Why should I even complain? It's a non-issue. Actually a non-issue. Still get annoyed anyways because the repetition, the reoccurrence of it, of the like. Okay, the door's closed. Look outside. I play ball. Go outside, play ball for a bit. Mom maybe filled with shit probably at this point, but we play ball. We have fun. I took her outside. Spend time with her. I made sure to, if there was any pee in the house, I cleaned it, and I made sure she peed outside in the pool. I used to clean. Make sure it's clean. Give her all the attention, and then everyone arrives home, I guess, and then they'll take care of her, I guess, and it's fine, and that's great. And then the moment I start thinking about streaming, the moment I start thinking about streaming, and then we go back to the issue of 5 or 6 door openings between 5 or 3 hours, within 3 hours. Like, okay, what's with this? Why? No. I'm wondering if I should just leave my door locked at this point after the 8th or 7th time. Like, I'm going over this again. Maybe it does affect me so much. I just keep it in. I just can't tolerate it anymore. Because she doesn't do that ever. She doesn't do that. Like, the dog doesn't bother me at other times. Like, she doesn't bother, she doesn't try to go to the door, she doesn't hit it, and she's like, okay, she doesn't try. She doesn't do anything, she just like sits there like, okay, she looks happy, I open the door, she looks really happy, okay. Okie dokie. No one bothers opening the door, okay. I guess she's fat and happy over there. She always follows my sister around. Usually. Loves my sister. She usually ignores me. Like, okay, you sit over there, you ignore me, I guess. I ignore you too. You don't love me, I understand. I don't deserve your attention, I know. But boom. The moment. The specific moment my brain decides to think of something. Her brain triggers to bother me. Yeah, I'm gonna have you ever dealt with something that happened specifically in a specific time? Like a specific moment, like you thought of something and then something happens. Something just gets in the way. Have you ever had that happen to you? And it always happens. It always happens the same way. It's odd because I wouldn't mind it like in any other time, any other day. Like, yeah. But because I'm not usually doing anything. I'm just like I'm sitting, chilling, relaxing, maybe doing my assignments or something. Unless I'm trying to focus on an essay or something. But it doesn't ever bother me there. Maybe because I'm really... Maybe just the noise got me. No, not really. Because yesterday it was actually more of an issue. Today it was just once. Yesterday was several times throughout the day. So I think that's just my mom misunderstanding. That she just wants the AC. That's lying right next to the door. Actually, I think it's mostly because of encouragement. My mom encouraged her to do a lot of things. She doesn't really ever punish her for anything, so you just get the maximum encouragement for anything she does. So she wasn't trained for like a while, so my sister actually tried her best. I mostly just clean the pee and the shit. Mostly pee. Mostly lots of pee. And shit. Back in the day, it was a troubling time. It was a very troubling time. Now, you know, it only took a few years to get her properly trained. I feel like I'm over-exaggerating my efforts, which I probably am. I think I'm making it sound like I did more than I did. I gotta keep putting myself down here. Gotta not make myself sound. I don't know. I don't like myself sounding actually like I did a lot more than I did. I don't think I ever do more than I do. But that's a different psychological issue, I guess. Where am I supposed to go? Okay, I think I'm supposed to go to like the first, like the elevator back there, and I keep forgetting to go there for some reason. I've been going through these circles for too long. See, the game is mindless enough for me to just start talking. See, if you're wanting to get some random classified documents on me, if I knew one, just tell me to play Nier and tell me to talk about the internet for like a minute, and boom, you will get to the topic about classified information soon enough. Like, no, it's the second floor. No, this is the wrong one. This is the wrong one. No. Boom, my eyes. See, this is finding like a second person. It's toxic. 'Cause I will never get on a tangent on my own. I will never get on a tangent. I will stop myself. I know you're at this point, you're dozing off. It's fine. But you started the conversation somewhat. Well, I started the conversation somewhat today, but usually you give me something to feed off of. You know, you give me a branch or something. Give me a stick to hit into.
Shape the life of
See, I wouldn't be a good Let's Player, old-fashioned Let's Player, I shall say. I ran out of ideas to talk about real quickly. No tree branches jokes incoming. It's just the first thing I thought of, and I just keep thinking of branches. Yeah, see, that's all I need is a stick. Give me like a little stick. Maybe I'll make do with it. Maybe. Some people work like that. Some people don't. Okay, I have a confession here. This is why I despise lurkers. Ugh, lurkers. Ugh, I don't love them. People should talk more. I'm secretly an extrovert all along. But no, not really. But I just hate anyone who just says hello and then goodbye. Banana peel disappears. I dislike people who say random nonsense and disappears immediately, leaving me confused and helpless. Those are the people I actually despise. Banana peel. Banana peel. I remember playing Minecraft. Some guy went into my stream. Banana peel disappears, leaves me confused, bewildered, shocked, traumatized. Banana peel. Just puts the emote of a banana peel. It lives rent-free in my head to this day. I never recovered. It never actually recovered for some reason. I should have recovered, but I keep talking about it. Now I will never recover. It just lives rent-free. This is why I never stream Minecraft. Either I get someone too hyper I can't catch up with, or banana peel. Banana peel. But who poses a banana peel? It just leaves. I don't mind, kids. You're fine. I just become family friendly. Keep my tongue. Keep my curses to the minimum. Be a good Christian channel. Actually, a good, full Catholic channel. Let's listen to Pope. Depends how I'm feeling at the moment. Depends how cursed I'm. Like if I'm talking, depends on the game really. I do have like a thing says yes. Are you an adult or not? the amount of times I could say fuck, it will make me into beyond PG-13 on any TV show. So, just add another fuck to make sure. See? There we go. Beyond PG-13 now. We're beyond that. We're R-rated now. We have gore. No sex still, no sex, so you know it's fine. Actually, we're fine here. No sex allowed. Mature in the way, not mature in like a maturity sense, but mature in the media sense, you know? I'm a very immature person. Gotta make sure I drop on the good amount of F-bombs to make sure that I'm very mature. Yeah, F-bombs are not, they don't get used as often because most channels get, okay, YouTube specifically, they get demonetized if they use it like in the first 15 seconds. It's very much desensitized. So mostly we just stop using any curses. You know, keep the monetization in and all that. The internet prefers you to be sanitized. Which is fine, I guess. Makes sense. You know, I should really stream my... I prefer the, you know, they're the influencers after all. They're gonna influence kids now. Who watches TV anymore? I don't know what kids do these days. What do Gen Alpha do? I don't know. I always watched YouTube. I watched Blue's Clues when I was a young child. I had a bunch of DVDs. That's what I did. I watched a bunch of DVDs. I played COD War at War. I love single player. Never was into multiplayer games. I was taught to be a pure boy who never curses. I was a pure boy who never curses, actually. So late, very late into my life. Now I'm hell late into my life. Oh god, I'm older. I'm 90 years old. No, I mean like high school, I guess. I guess I started to curse in high school, but I didn't really curse too much anyways. Ever. It's this boy. What do kids do these days? I don't know. I was very much an odd one out in my school. Everyone cursed all the time. I was just pure-ish. I was friends with a bully. With a bully. But, you know, I think I was friends with a bully. He was dumb as rocks. I insult people too often. But he was really dumb. Accidentally became friends with a bully. Honestly, I got along better with the kids in 1 grade one grade above me and one grade below me than the crickets that were in the same grade with me. I just realized this actually. Yeah, I got along with anyone else that was not in my same grade. Same year as me. God, 05 kids, man, they're awful. I was not too sociable. I wouldn't say I was shy. I was pretty shy, but I'm not really sociable. I avoid social situations like a plague. I don't mind talking though. There's a time and a place for it. Wouldn't make a creature out of it though. Would not. Very introverted. Confidently introverted. Okay, confidently introverted is a bit much. I am not really the most confident person. I think I'm gonna stop the stream after I say after I kill the robots boss. Like in middle school, how sociable was I? When I was like 5, before I got okay, the first moment of actual school, I went to a private school and I instantly cried. Very sociable, I guess. Second time, I went to a public school. I tried to be sociable. I guess I was too annoying and I got yelled at by teachers. So I got traumatized, and then I shut up and I quieted down and became this creature. I slowly crawled out of my shell in middle school, I guess. In high school, and then I became fine. I could socialize sometimes, maybe. That's the story of my social life. I could socialize sometimes. I'm like the friend that was like everyone's friend. I'm just inoffensive, and I'm forgettable. I didn't. I hit my true. My true. What's the word I'm looking for? Dots, I guess. Okay, he does double damage. Okay, I get hit once and I get it again. You know what? We're calling it the day here. We're gonna go back. Maybe. Did it get pitched? Did it say pitched? Only time I'll ever say bitch is when the context of it when I could make a pun. Or when I'm referring to captions. Bitch is a bit too strong for me. to say to anything or anyone. I can't even go back to get the checkpoint. Call someone a whore, but you know, the bitch. Oh god, that's a bit much for me. I settled for Lady of the Night. I'll settle for calling someone a Lady of the Night instead. You know what? Let's be more gentlemanly about it. Instead of whore, Lady of the Night. It'll be funny. And the polite way to insult someone. Or some polite insults. Or some polite insults, huh? You have any ideas where a polite insult would be? But it's more like not a polite insult, but you know, a more gentlemanly way of saying it. A civilized way. I should actually focus on dealing with this guy. He's a cheap way to get to kill him, always, by the way. He's a very cheap way. I want to get out of here. They turn blue. You miss Cube Man, don't we all? I'm gonna go save. Oh, there's the ball. And we'll continue tomorrow-ish. Next stream will be less interesting, maybe. Who knows? Maybe it'll be more interesting. Who knows? And live with less expectations, you get nice prizes. Less expectations, happier you are. Balls. strength. I wasted a strength capsule just for this. Oh. Is the elevator here? Can I just go through here? What would an elevator be? I just want to leave this place. I want to leave this place so I can save. There we go. We'll come back to this tomorrow. Oh, so my nose is finally less stuffed, so that's good. Maybe because it feels warmer now. Maybe I have a fever. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm out of here. We'll come back to this tomorrow. I did a lot today. I did not do a lot today. We did not progress at all. Doesn't feel like we progressed much compared to like last time. Anyways, little mouse. Let's cut it. We killed it. We killed the mouse. We killed the mouse. Alright. I'm a bit tired. I shall go. So bye, good night, good morning, good evening, whatever time it is. I should fix lip syncing next time. And don't die, I guess. And good luck. Bye. Bye 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 as I try to get my mouse over here. Bye.